Great to have you with us from Joe IA Stadium in Ruston, Louisiana. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the San Jose State Spartans and the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. Kickoff unit is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Louisiana Tech's offense will have first crack at this one. And let's put the spotlight now on the big tight end, Eli Finley. He's been a really good complementary piece to this passing attack. Sets his feet, it's Baker. Got his man on the right. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Throws to the tight end. That pass is incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. The give is to Miller. Got some green grass. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. Got it behind the line. It's Wilkerson. Runs through, man, and he might have some space. Past the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
A lot of offensive coordinators script their first 18 to 15 plays. Who needs it? Forget that. Just come out and score right away. First possession, you put points on the board. You create some momentum for this offense and for this season.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 54 yards with the explosive play in the passing game for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So San Jose State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Moving the pocket, it's Weaver. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Oh, man, that defensive back just hurled himself in there like a lightning bolt to get the quarterback.
And you see the speed, the closing speed to run, chase the quarterback, get him on the ground. That's why he plays defensive back. He looks like a pass rusher here, but you could definitely see he could hit that turbo button.
The Spartans will call on their punt team. Fields the punt. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. Louisiana Tech starts this drive as the offense goes on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Shakes off the defender, finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tries to do it himself. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. San Jose State's offense takes over and heads onto the field. Looking downfield, it's Weaver. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. 2nd and long here. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. 3rd down play from the gun. He wants to go deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Kick is in the air. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. And they'll stop him right there on the return. Motion from the wide receiver. Fresh set of downs going up top. Firing deep. Finds a man on the left. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
The Bulldogs headed quickly to the line. The give to the right. There he goes. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. On 1st and goal, let's see what Louisiana Tech does. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Quick give. It's Miller. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. Dropping back, it's Weaver. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Long way to go on second down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Fires to the right. Fires it incomplete. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. He'll take a shot. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Absolutely perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he's going to be brought down on the return, but there is a penalty flag on the field. I'm not sure what this one's about. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. Motion from the back. Wants to throw one first. Rush right in his face. He sacked this defense all over him.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw, it's Baker. Right side, it's Miller. Got him right there. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Wide receiver comes in motion. RPO complete. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, what a move. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Made the grab and's got plenty for the first down, but we do have a man slow to get up. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. It's dropped after taking the hit. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Sells to fake. Takes the easy completion.
And man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Oh, Oh, he dropped the football. He had it right in the middle of the field and just ran before he finished the catch. It'll be 4th down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Weaver. And his throw is incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. They'll go to the air. Got his man on the outside. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. 1st and 10 from their own 13. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Rushes on. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Training staff checking out this junior defensive tackle. We hope this is not serious, and he gets back in the fray shortly. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They're all over him, looking deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. He can get this one up in the wind. It ought to carry for a while. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. He's got the 1st down. After the filthy move, he's got room. And he scores! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is blocked. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. The transfer has it his 1st carry. Got enough for the 1st down. He's running free down the middle. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, San Jose State.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the 2nd level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Running inside, it's Miller. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Second and long here. Out wide right, it's Ford. Makes the grab, down immediately, he picks up a few. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Long way to go on second down. To the air, it's Weaver. Right side, it's McClure. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. That's the end of the period. It's Louisiana Tech holding the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. The Spartans line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Looking for room. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, and David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Motion from the wideout. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it fly. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
And on a corner route like that, the ball has got to come out quickly. That football is going to travel a long distance, so you got to get it out quick. You got to put enough air under the football so your receiver can locate it. Nice job executing between those two.
Sells the run, looking to pass. Looking deep. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking for a man, it's Baker. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on third down. Miller with the ball. Breaks into the open. The 20. Inside the touchdown, Louisiana Tech. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And that was a scintillating way to finish that one, a 44-yard touchdown run. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. defense. They've got him at the 27.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation, and you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
And the Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, gonna throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Ivy. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. Caught in the backfield, it's Riley. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Looking for a man, it's Weaver. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Soft spot in the middle. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Spartans are in the hurry-up.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a first down. Sells the run, wants to pass. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They just keep firing. Look out! And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. That'll close the gap to 14.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the return man is brought down, but there is a penalty flag on the play, and if I were a betting man, and sometimes I am, I'd say they're going to throw it in reverse. He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Miller. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. 3rd and long right here. Wants to throw. It's Baker. Finds his big tight end. Could not make his way to the corner. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer. Throws it deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll move the tight end. Now they'll run the draw. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Unloads to the wideout. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On third down, he drops to throw. Right down the middle. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's
Breaks away on the left. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Off play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's Booth. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Sets his feet, it's Baker. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. Oh, pressure's coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. This time it's complete.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. They'll give it on the counter. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Baker. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long. Try to convert through the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Spartans offense, ready to go to work. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Weaver. Just had to get rid of it. The Spartans send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Looks it in. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Louisiana Tech starts this drive as the offense goes on the attack. Got out of trouble and throws. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. 2nd and long here. Driven back. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. The fake and wants to throw. Out wide right, it's 4. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. And the ball is free on the pitch. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Spartans will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Making his first move. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to throw, it's Baker. Fires to the middle. Holds on, it's Wilkerson. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Drops back on first down. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Long way to go on second down. And that one's incomplete. They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. Wants to throw again. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. And he had plenty of leg and kept it just straight enough to use that right upright to get it through. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun, it's Bates. Oh, he's got some space. The 50. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. All the way. Touchdown, San Jose State.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
Getting set for the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back to pass, it's Baker. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. The Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Final timeout taken by the Bulldogs. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Fresh setter down's going to the air. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. They'll need a bunch on second down. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. He'll take the deep shot. Makes a grab for a big play. Shakes a man and he might take off. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. Let's start with a look at the Kennesaw State Owls taking on the Miami University Redhawks. And it's Kennesaw State trying to win the home opener. They've got the lead midway through the first half. Now back over to your game in Ruston. What an effective job both of these teams have done running the football. Both have gone over 100 yards, and it's because both have committed to pounding the rock. Credit these coordinators with sticking to the game plan. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Joe in Lincoln Parish.
Louisiana Tech about to kick it off to start this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Back to pass, it's Weaver. Fires deep on the run. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. At the end of that play, there is a Spartan who is slow to get up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Under pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. He's past the marker. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Powers through the defender. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Booth. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Keeps it himself. Turning it on! Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Louisiana Tech is really moving the football. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback signaling to his guys. The run inside. It's Booth. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul.
Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Keeps it looking for room. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Gives it. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the beatdown has ensued.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. He marched 78 yards down the field, and the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the tackle is made on the return man, but there is a flag on the play. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Hits inside, it's Bates. Finds a crease at the 20. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Out wide left, it's Ivy. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and long here. Looking downfield, it's Weaver. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. They punt it away on 4th down. On the return. Oh, he got loose. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Personal foul.
You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. Ran through the contact. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Right side, it's Finley. Lots of room to run. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Catch in the middle, it's Ford. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains, it's at the 22. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st. Rush right in his face, and he gets rid of it. Long way to go on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. He'll set up to throw. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Sparty. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Caught in the backfield, it's Finley. He's dropped. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Dropping back, it's Baker. Rushes on. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Stopped right at the 24-yard line, and that's short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. Straight ahead, it's Bates. Spins away from the defender. He now has 110 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. He unleashes a long one. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Got a man in the middle. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. 3rd quarter, opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. They're all over him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
After that sack, the offensive line better get its stuff together. Stuff, you know what I mean by stuff. Third down. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Neutral zone defense.
Defense way over eager there, and now the entire playbook just opens up before the eyes of this offensive coordinator. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Drops back, it's Spaker. Look out! Good job just to get rid of that one. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Going over the top. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Turns up, it's Bates. Spins away from the defense. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out wide right, it's Ivy. There he goes. And he's got enough for a 1st down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Sells to run, looking to pass. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Back to throw, it's Weaver. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side, it's Riley. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the 1st, the offense stays on the field.
And the Spartans want to crank the tempo. Quick give, it's Bates. Finding, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Spartan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
PAT unit on the field. Smashes it through for the PAT. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Pulls it on the option. Breaks into the open. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Play action on first down. Swings it out to the flat. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
So the offense accepts a penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. Looking downfield, it's Baker. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
Louisiana Tech will have to punt. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. San Jose State's offense takes over and heads onto the field. Going for the big play. He's got it along the sideline. Open space. Touchdown, Spartans! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And the extra point was good. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Got the quick completion. Fights off a defender. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. The give is to Miller. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. They'll need a bunch on second down. Rides to the back. jumped on top of the pile. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Baker. Oh, pressure's coming. Quarterback gets enough. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. First down here in what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wilkerson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there. Tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. Running inside. It's Miller. Picked up maybe 3 on the play. It's 2nd and 7. 2nd and long here. Motion from the wide receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. And he made the grab with enough for the first down, but not enough room on the sidelines to stay in bounds. It's 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And that one took everything he had to sneak it over the crossbar inside the left upright.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Off play action on 1st down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter. Get your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. On 1st and goal, let's see what Louisiana Tech does. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And it's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and the lead swells to 16, and it's getting late. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Looking downfield, it's Weaver. Fires to the right. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads, you could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
Catch in the middle. It's Anderson.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On play action. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unleashes one deep. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Tech starts this drive as the offense goes on the attack. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Back to the ground game on the left. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the mark. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Caught, it's 4. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. There's a crease. At the 30. Inside the touchdown Bulldogs. And the route is on. He scores for the 5th time in this game. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off on the ground with a 58-yarder for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Carrillo. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Moves the pocket. It's Weaver. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. The Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. Trying to make one miss. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Pulls it, trying to get the corner. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The give on the counter. Fighting off the defender. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Powers inside. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. Punt is in the air on 4th down. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out wide left, it's Ivy. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Back to pass on 2nd down. Right side, it's Bates. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Drops back on 1st down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw, it's Weaver. He's taking a deep shot. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of